All right. Well, did you guys get the preparation assignment at all?
Yeah, I think I actually. Yeah. Let me just pull it up.
Yeah.
I understand it. That's where I'm having trouble.
Right. 14. There you go. Let me just open up my other one.
That's it. Orange white spirit.
So the preparation assignment already? You're not yet.
Well, I haven't done it yet. The second half.
Okay.
Just end it up.
Once we go to how is that's all you want to go. It's in the end.
I think that was. Sorry about that once again.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Yeah. So I'm gonna have to, when we do the group segment, I'll have to just,
Oh,
I'll have to
yeah.
just do it later because my internet's not working, so I'll have to just write it by hand.
Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and start with part 2 for the prep assignment then.
Mm-hmm.
So the research question, isn't it just asking if one of the 3 means would be different than the others?
Yeah. I think that's what it's trying to find out. Like,
Yeah, to see if any of them die earlier than the other one.
okay, yeah.
So the null and alternative hypothesis. Yeah. So the null would be that all the means are equal, and the alternative is that one or more of the means are different from the others.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then collecting the data, it doesn't tell us how it's collected, so we just assume simple random.
Yeah.
Let's see. Describe the data. Have you guys opened up the data file?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it looks like the mean for nonfiction authors, I got 71.448,
Yeah.
and the standard deviation was 13.052,
Yeah.
with the number of 67.
Yep.
Okay. And then the poets, I got the mean of 63.188.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Standard deviation was 17.297,
Uh-huh.
and n equals 32.
Yep.
And the novelists, 76.875,
Mm-hmm.
and then standard deviation was 14.097,
Yep.
and then n equals 24.
Yep. That's what I got.
Okay. So then the total mean was 70.36.
Yeah.
The total mean?
And the standard, yeah.
Is there like a box that they have that, or did you just figure that out?
There's one that tells you,
Yeah.
Yep.
because
We're doing
there's the descriptive statistics, and then under the ANOVA test, it says like between groups, within groups, and then total, and the total of the mean square was there, but I haven't I'm still waiting for it to finish downloading again so I can double check this.
Because we're using the ANOVA sheet, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I don't see where it has the total mean on it. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, there's the mean square.
Either that or you add them all together and divide.
Yeah.
So, and then it says what type of hypothesis test is appropriate, the F statistic or ANOVA test. And the requirements are normal distribution and equal variances. Right?
Yes. Yeah, hold on. Let me just...
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense.
And the requirements were met for this test because when you calculated out the standard deviation, none of the standard deviations are twice the other.
Mm-hmm.
That none of the standard deviations are twice the other? What was that?
Meaning like since we have 3 different standard deviations, none of them are more than double of another.
Oh, right. Got it.
Do you guys already have the test statistic for that one? What the F score is?
Yeah.
Yeah. The F statistic was like 6.563.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I was a little confused on the degrees of freedom because in the reading it said 2 and 120, and just to make sure that we knew that that was different than 120 and 2. So what would the degrees of freedom for this be? Just 120 or 2 or?
Yeah, just 120.
Yeah.
So it's just 120, but why is it that one and you don't use both?
Is that under the total or shoot? It's like yeah, there's 2 degrees of freedom. Is 120 the total under that total row?
I think it is the 122.
I'm not sure.
I'm looking up and reading. I'm pretty sure the reading says add them both up, so it should be the 122.
Wait, what?
I'm looking at the reading, and I searched the degrees of freedom, and it says that, well, it states that there's two of them like we have, and it says just the number is the sum of the other two, is
Mm-hmm.
what I'm assuming, because that's what it says. It's under the 3.3, how to conduct a ANOVA test, the second point. You want to look at it.
Because the total degrees of freedom is 122.
Yeah.
I guess within the groups it's 120, and between the groups it's 2.
2, yeah.
So I'm guessing we use the total then.
Well, we're on E, aren't we?
Yeah.
Well, it says state the degrees of freedom, so I didn't read it. It wants the both of them separate. I'm guessing. I haven't pulled up the answer sheet yet. I can look at that.
Well, that's the thing is, on the answer sheet it said just 120, which is why I was confused.
That's weird.
Unless I don't remember reading it right.
Yeah, it just states the 120.
That's why I'm confused. So, but I would assume that you do the total degrees of freedom.
That's why.
So that's why I put 2 and 120 just to save, because if you have to add them together. And I'm guessing that it's 2 degrees of freedom between the groups, because there's 3 groups. 3 minus 1 is 2, and then within the groups, your total is 123. Or yeah, it's like 123 is a total number. So 123 minus 1 minus that, it's 122. So I feel like that's right, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, well, compute the p-value and compare it to the alpha level. Well, p-value was 0.001973.
Yeah.
So if you round, that'd be 0.002. And 0.002 is less than 0.05, so you'd reject the null.
Yeah.
Which, well, answered G as well.
Right.
And then H, present your conclusions in the form of an English statement. There's enough statistical evidence to show that one of the means is different than the others.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Okay, cool. And then number 5. Oh, just a second. Number 5. With further study, we find that poets die earlier than the novelists and nonfiction writers. What significance can you conclude from this? And I didn't know how to answer this question.
Poetry sucks.
Yeah. So boring they died.
That is
Like,
correct.
I
yeah.
mean, I don't think there's a real answer to this. It's kind of like just whatever.
The
And like on the
answers
answer
vary.
key, it just said answers may
Answers
vary.
vary.
So
What can we conclude that people that do poetry died earlier?
the significance we can conclude from this is to not become a poet.
Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
Well, I can't become a poet because it talks about women. You guys would be fine.
Oh, well.
It probably goes across the board though.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, we're ready for the group thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Okay. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. Partially. Or at least I'm trying. Yes, I want to start now.
Okay.
Okay.
So, for number 3,
Okay.
it says in an ANOVA hypothesis test to reject the H when there's sufficient evidence
null.
the null. To indicate at least one mean is different from the others. And that's true, isn't it?
That's true. Yeah, you reject the null if the alternative is has the possibility of being correct.
Yeah.
Okay. What requirements need to be checked when performing an ANOVA hypothesis test? The variances are equal in each group, and the data is normally distributed in each group.
Yeah.
And the sample means have to all be positive, don't they? There can't be any negative numbers.
In my,
No, I don't think there is any negative numbers.
well, the ones we use though,
I don't
Oh,
think there can
wait.
be negative.
we have to. I'll look for the reading because all of them is not an answer.
I want to say that you can't have negative in these ones.
Yeah. Actually, read the question again, please. Yeah.
What requirements need to be checked when performing an ANOVA hypothesis test?
ANOVA hypothesis test. Okay.
It says there's 2 requirements for it. Normally distributed in each group, and the variances are equal for each group. I don't know if that's right. Yeah, it doesn't say sample. They could be negative supposedly.
Okay, I think you're right.
One, I'm
They
reading.
can be? Okay.
Well, 3.2, the section you can look there. It says there's 2 requirements for it.
Yeah, even in the individual prep, it asks that question, I think.
I'm just pulling it right out of the reading though.
Oh, right. Yeah. Not double.
So the answer is B and C.
Alright.
Ready for number 5?
Yeah.
Okay, to check if each group is normally distributed, do the following.
QQ plot for each group.
Yeah.
QQ plot.
Which those still confuse me, and I don't quite understand how to do them. But
I don't really.
Amber, it closes at 6. So.
Okay, so we assume the variance in each group is the same if the following happens.
The sample variance for each group is smaller than the sample mean. the largest sample standard deviation is less than times the smallest sample standard deviation, and the largest sample mean is less than 2 times the smallest sample mean. Each group is the same sample size. It's the largest sample standard deviation is less than 2 times the smallest sample standard deviation.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was talking about earlier. It can't be, none of them can be 2 times the other size of the standard deviation.
Yeah.
Number 7. An ANOVA hypothesis test is equivalent to conducting 2 independent sample t-tests between every pair of. If there are 3 samples, there are 3 pairs. 1, 2, 1, 3, and 2, 3. How many pairs are there when there are 4 samples? So it would be 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 4, 2, 3, and 2, 4, and 3, 4.
Yeah,
Right?
6. Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There should be 6 of them, right?
2, 3, 4, 2, 1. Yeah. It looks like. Can't think of anything else.
Cool. All right. So number 8. The soccer shoes data has 6 groups: A, B, C, D, E, and socks. These data can be found in the wiki. Load the samples into the spreadsheet. Okay, so we need soccer shoes data. Yeah, maybe.
Oh, I don't remember how to get to all the ones.
I would just go through the
I just found it. It's in the reading.
yeah. You should have to scroll far enough down to get to the list.
There's one soccer shoe. There we go.
Yeah, soccer shoes, I think. Yeah, it's soccer shoes data.
Okay. So I got all my information in.
I don't. My computer's being slow as heck.
That's okay.
Is that guy coming? The router back. Yeah.
All right, well, number 8 says after you put this data in the quantitative inference procedures ANOVA test tab, observe that the p-value is 0.0809, and then it tells us to remove the SOX data and get the p-value. Do you have that p-value?
Hold on. Let's do that. Yeah. 0.0392. Do you have it?
Not yet. My computer still hasn't loaded the Excel spreadsheet for the data.
Okay.
And if you round that to 3 decimal places, it would end up being just 0.039.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They let me send this stuff. You want my toys?
Yeah.
That sounds sketchy.
They might just open it and look at it first. No, I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say, if they open this, it's not gonna shut again.
Bye,
Oh.
Amber.
0.309. No.
0.309?
Yeah. And then number 9 is.
Don't say that word at the post office. Don't say that word at the post.
What word shouldn't we say?
That makes number
Post
9.
office?
Oh, my roommate's sending her boyfriend a package, and it makes noise, and she goes, "What if they think there's a bomb in there or something?" I was like, "You don't say that word at the post office."
No. No. Not there, not in an airport, not anywhere.
Yeah. I don't really want to see my roommate get arrested.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the answer to 9 is false. Right?
It's false?
Is it-
Okay.
Well, because the p-value went down, it didn't go up.
It went down?
from
Okay.
0.8 to a 0.3. So, yeah.
So is that still number 8 or is it 9?
Oh my gosh.
What?
That's fine. You want us to take out every single one individually and see which one gives us the highest p-value?
Uh-huh.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. She's gone.
Okay, so... Okay. That's one. Oh, I'll go back. So I just have to. Oh, that was a lot, though.
Sorry, guys, my computer decided to shut it down.
Oh. Yeah. Lately, my computer, it's like, you can't find any Wi-Fi networks at all, like even though there are, and so, yeah, I
That's
can't
not
even
good.
internet and stuff. No. Started over the weekend.
What kind of computer do you have?
An Asus. Bought it like a year ago. Almost exactly a year ago.
It shouldn't do that.
I don't know.
Okay, well,
Whatever the heck happened.
so I just did the next one. There's just a lot of stuff. The highest p-value that came up was if you eliminated variable 1.
Was it what?
The next question, it says like you have to eliminate every single one and figure out which one has the highest p-value if you eliminate one of them.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird. One had the highest p at 0.0595.
Variable 1 has the highest?
Yeah.
Feel bad that you're the only one getting it in so far. I'm still, my Excel finally popped open the new one.
Oh, I guess it'd be 0.06 rounded. But yeah.
Ah, dang it, go back.
Oh, I got it. You get on the phone with another day today, right? Hooray. The smallest standard deviation. You guys gotten it yet?
Nope.
I won't be able to fix this problem until who knows when. Problem with wireless adapter or access point. Hey, Stuart. Do you know when we're supposed to get our router back? It already is. It's here.
It's called Windows 7.
Windows 7, is it? Oh. There must be something wrong with my computer.
Wireless adapter.
Something like that.
You need to reset it. So if you click on like troubleshoot internet problems, it should go through and it'll see it and reset your wireless.
Okay, I'll try it again.
Hopefully. If it doesn't, then you can look it up on like search wireless adapter.
Wireless.
And then.
Oh, well, there it is. It all just came back, but I don't know if that's because
It happens.
It's been doing. It goes like on and off though, but it's never done that before. But whatever. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm gonna go eat.
Okay.
Because with the one where you're supposed to get rid of each one of them individually, you just get rid of that row and see what the p-value is for the rest of it, right?
Yeah.
Because when I did that, I ended up getting variable 3 had when it was missing variable 3, it had the highest.
Was missing variable 3?
Yeah, when it's missing variable 3, I got 0.448 as the p-value.
That's what I got for the p-value when I had that. Oh. Wow, yeah. I read it wrong. I saw the 0.0595. That's... I didn't realize that there wasn't a 0 there. Yeah, it's variable 3.
Okay.
I did. That's why we check each other.
Yes. So what is the highest p-value you see when removing only one group? So it would be 0.448.
Yeah, 0.448.
Okay. And then when all 6 samples are used, what is the smallest standard deviation? What?
Just look at the 6.
What does it mean when all 6 samples?
You're just comparing all 6 of them.
Okay, so it's just asking what the standard deviation of the smallest one?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't save that. Well, the smallest standard deviation I see is 5.216 for variable 3.
Uh-huh. And then for 12, we're just looking for the largest one.
Wait, do what?
For number 12, we're just looking for the largest standard deviation this time.
So did I get that one right for number 11?
Yeah, well, that's what I put, yeah.
Okay. 5.2. Oh, dang it, wrong thing. And so the largest one was the 7.291 for variable 4.
Yeah.
You still there, Cameron?
I don't know if he's still there.
It still says that he's there, but he didn't respond, so I don't know.
So number 13, the test for equal variances is satisfied for these data.
Yes, because the biggest one is the 7.291, and that is less than twice the amount of the 5.216.
Yeah.
So true.
Well, I don't know how to construct a QQ plot at all.
I don't either. So I'm going to guess true. Because the variance test worked for 13, so I'm just going to guess that the variance test for the QQ plots would work too.
Okay. Well, that kind of affects number 15 too, if you don't do it.
Do what?
Because number 15 is asking about the graph too.
13 is?
Oh, 15. I think.
That should be in the reading, though. I'm pretty sure it's everything to the right, but I'm not sure. I'll check the reading.
Well, it says the F statistics is right skewed in the reading, so I think you're right. Yeah, you were right.
It is the right?
Yeah. It's like the last thing that it says in the chapter.
Well, then I am scrolling the wrong way in the reading.
Well, I just looked at the remember part at the very end, and there's like a bullet point that says, for ANOVA testing, we use an F distribution, which is right skewed. The p-value of an ANOVA test is always the area to the right of the F statistic.
Well, then I'm going to go with right, because that seems like a good answer.
Yep. I don't know what happened to Cameron, though. Should we just go over the answers? Or?
You go over the... It still says that he's there. He's just not responding to us.
Oh, are you? Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
No, you're totally good. We were just trying to figure out if you'd, like, died or something.
Yeah, kinda. Just internet came back on, thought it was working, and then it just turns off again. So it must be my
Oh, dang.
wireless adapter or something like that. So it's a nightmare. I'm just trying
All
to
right, well, we're
fix
going to
it.
go back over the answers real quick.
Okay.
Sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Number 3, true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Number 4, B and C.
Yep.
Number 5, construct a QQ plot for each.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, number 6, the largest sample standard deviation less than 2 times the smallest sample standard deviation.
Uh-huh.
Largest two. Okay.
Okay, number 7.
I'll let him write it down really quick.
Oh, no, I will. I didn't think, I forgot that he was.
Yeah, I forgot it. I heard him repeating it, and I was like, oh, he's writing that down. That's really long.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay, largest two
You ready,
times sample
Cameron?
deviation.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. So okay, so it's the largest.
The largest sample standard deviation is less than 2 times the smallest sample standard.
Okay. Less than.
Largest is less than 2 times smallest.
Okay. Oh, I got it.
Okay. Number 7, we got 6.
Mm-hmm.
6. Okay.
Number 8, 0.309.
309.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, 309. Okay.
0.309.
Okay.
Number 9 is false. Number 10 is 0.448.
Yep.
Okay, and number 11 is 5.216.
Yep.
All right. 12 is 7.291.
Uh-huh.
Okay, 13 is true.
Yes.
14 is true.
Sorry.
And
Yeah.
15 is right.
15 is right.
Okay, well, that sounds good.
Sorry. It looks
I'm
like I
submitting.
got cut out 11 through 14. I lost connectivity.
We got 100.
Okay. Okay, so what was 11 through 14? My phone cut out again.
Well, I can read them this time. It says 11 was 5.216.
5.216.
Uh-huh. 12 was 7.291.
7.291.
Uh-huh. 13 was true.
True.
14 was true.
Okay.
And 15 was right.
15 is right. Okay. I'll see if I can figure this out on my own, but thanks.
So, submitting it.
Mm-hmm.
And we got 100.
Yep.
Hooray.
Good stuff. All right. Well, Cameron, good luck with your computer.
Yep. Thank you.
And